Do I have 5 minutes? 5, yes. Well, first of all, I have to say that I was very happy to sign and support this motion, which promotes workable solutions to the current unacceptable situation in regard to the issuing of driving licences. For many people, those with poor or no broadband, those who want to use cash, those who expect the state to provide a quality public service for the issuing of driver's licences, for those people, this service is not fit for purpose. Now, COVID-19 saw the temporary cessation of walk-in services for driver's licences application. But now most public offices are reopened. Services are returning to normal as much as possible, and we are all learning to live with COVID. So my question is, why is not the National Driver Licence Service learning to live with COVID? We can't stand over the diminution of the service under the pretext that somehow COVID is responsible. What we're looking at here is the wider issue of the privatisation of services, where the quality of service is not factored in, where the lowest bidder who can provide the most basic service is the one that's chosen. Time and time again, I have heard about the EU Public Procurement Directive. Two things need to be said. First, the directive allows Member States the opportunity to include social clauses, but that's up to government. And secondly, and the most crucial point is, who in the department, who in the RSA is responsible for writing the specifications of the tender? And that's what matters. And that's why I expect An Post was not awarded the tender. I don't know the details, obviously, but if, for example, a requirement for a network of 75 offices was stipulated, maybe 2 per county and a few extra in the larger counties, then An Post would be in a much better position to tender for this contract, and that would help sustain the network. I understand a procurement process must be open and fair, but it must be drafted to ensure a quality service. So when local post offices are closing, every government TD and councillor will be at the public meeting calling for a reversal of the decision. Yet because the government outsources the process to the RSA, who outsources it to a private company, those government reps and the rest of us are wasting our time, as government and RSA hide behind public procurement regulations. Whereas if there was a proactive government policy to ensure the sustainability of the An Post network, then the tender documents would be written in a way to ensure a quality walk-in service for Irish drivers, and then at least An Post would be on a level playing field when applying. Now, the Minister isn't here, and I'm sorry about that, but I listened carefully to her when she spoke about the public services card, and what she said was a public services card is not necessary to make an appointment, and she's right. But if you want to apply online, and before I came in here, I went to the National Driver Service Licence website and I checked out exactly what it said. And it tells us applying online is a simple, straightforward process, etc. All you need is your public services card and your verified MyGov ID for safe, secure access to your online application. Then it goes on to say, already have a verified MyGov ID account? Apply now. But if you haven't got a verified MyGov ID account and have a public services card, you can set that account up. And then finally, the kicker. Don't yet have a public services card? You can book a public services card appointment by phoning your local intra office, etc. I wish the Minister were here, because what we're looking at is a 3-card trick. I want to know who decided that you need a public services card to apply online. Was it the Swiss company providing the service? Was it written into the tender documents? Was it the RSA? Was it the government? That's a very simple question, and I really would appreciate an answer.